Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for a premiere video for the Tuesday album review, and hopefully you will enjoy this Tuesday album review because it's a re-review for a certain rock pop band now. Excuse my yawning. I'm about to go to sleep in like 5-10 minutes or so, or maybe like after this video mostly. So this is for 30 Seconds to Mars' self-titled album, and yes, I have the CD for it. Just so you know, I bought it last year. I just wanted to collect their albums. I only collected up to their 5th album, the America album. I don't really want to own the new one. Personally, it was a really bad album. So, yeah, I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this re-review for the 11 songs that I listened to and let you know my thoughts on it. Sorry about my swallowing. It's just basically drank some milk and it's getting to me a bit. So I'll let you know what I thought of this Tuesday album review for Season 5, Episode 14 for this re-review. So let's dive into this re-review for this Tuesday album review. Now it starts with the first song, Capricorn, and sorry for the lengthy delay for this Tuesday album review intro. My throat had some swallowing coming up. Just like some weird saliva. It's really gross. It's just, I don't know, it just comes and goes. So basically, Capricorn, A Brand New Name, is one of my favorite songs. I like Jared Leto singing in it. It does rely on the chorus a bit too much, but in a good way, because it makes the song sound really good. Instrumentally, and just mixing wise, the song is really excellent. It definitely rocks for sure. So I really like this track as the first song for their debut album. So 5 out of 5. Edge of the Earth is a really good song. Really like this track. I like Jared Leto singing in it. Shannon's experimental drumming sounds really good. So really digging this track and liking how it sounds overall, execution wise. 5 out of 5. Fallen was a solid track. I just don't know if it was my favorite, but it was a good track in its own way. Just my least favorite, personally. For 4 minutes and 57 seconds, I don't know if I was that impressed with this one. Oh. Excuse my yawning in this video. Like I said, I'm going to be going to bed after this review. Just wanted to give you this review, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm sorry for the yawning. It's just really tired mostly. So 4.5 out of 5 for Fallen. Solid track, just not really my personal favorite. Oblivion is a pretty good track. I really like how it sounds overall with Jared Leto's vocals in this track. And overall, this track's drum work and guitar work is amazing. So 5 out of 5. Buddha for Mary is a little experimental, but it does sound good with how it's sounding overall. With the mixture of the production and the mixing and the drum work and guitar work is pretty good. So I really like how this song was set up. 5 out of 5. It was pretty lengthy of a track, but it did get the job done. So 5 out of 5. Akalon, I believe is how you pronounce that song's name. Pretty strong track. I really like this track for how it sounds. So 5 out of 5 for this one. It's a pretty good song for what it was sounding like. The overall melody and Jared Leto's vocals sounded pretty good, and just the way it's mixed, it did pretty well over me. 5 out of 5. Then comes Welcome to the Universe, which is only 2 minutes and 40 seconds, but it did get the job done for how it sounded. And yeah, it was a pretty well done track overall for the mixing and all that. So for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, you're not in for much of a track, but I really like that chorus when it comes in. It sounds really good. 5 out of 5. The Mission is a pretty good track. It does rely on the chorus a bit too much, and some of the verses are a little hit or miss, but I think the song's progression as it progresses on gets better, and some moments in the chorus sound pretty good. But it overall structurally sounded really good. 5 out of 5. End of the Beginning, I believe is what it's called. I put End of the Earth by mistake. I don't know why I did that. I wrote it wrong. End of the Beginning is a pretty good song. I wasn't sure if I was going to like the beginning because of how it slowly starts picking up and then it just picks up a little more. And it sounds better close to the end. But overall, it's a good track. Pretty good song. 5 out of 5. 93 million miles. Sorry for the yawning for that moment. I just got the yawn moment or whatever. I had a yawn coming up mostly. 93 million miles is a pretty good song for how it sounds. And drum-wise, it does come in with the drums, but at certain points in the track. But overall, it's a little mellow from time to time. But it does sound really good. 5 out of 5. And finally, we get to the last track, which is almost an 8-minute song, which is called Year Zero. Pretty well done track. It pretty much closes the album. And the outro to the whole song, the Will Never Fade Away lyric at the very end of that moment in the track to end the Year Zero song was pretty good. Then it builds up into when it goes to the next album, which is A Beautiful Lie, which I really like that album too, which I will be talking about that in this season of Tuesday album reviews. So you can expect that to happen in due time. So pretty much 5 out of 5 for Year Zero. Overall production, mixing, and execution-wise, sorry, I slurred with how I said zero. I just said it wrong. I think 30 Seconds to Mars' self-titled album was really amazing. I really liked the first album. One of my favorite albums. Unfortunately, they should have gone with this direction with their new stuff, but they didn't, because their new stuff is worse. I mean, up to the fourth album, that's where it stopped getting good. After the fourth album, that's where they started sucking and going downhill with the songs they were making. America had its hit or miss tracks, but the new album made it worse with what they were going with. It was a lot worse. So, overall, in my opinion, I think 30 Seconds to Mars' self-titled album for this re-review is really good. And for a score for me, I'm giving for this Tuesday album review, for this re-review for 30 Seconds to Mars' 2002 self-titled album, I'm going to give it a score of a 9.5 out of 10. Really rockin' album. Highly recommend you check this album out. The production and mixing is great in this album. And just how Jared Leto is singing it with his vocals sound really good. It's pretty much the starting point to their discography, but it sounds good for what it goes for. So 9.5 out of 10 for 30 Seconds to Mars' self-titled album for their 2002 album. Thank you guys for watching this Tuesday album review tonight. Have a good night.